Hello!
Hi.
That's not Baz!
I'm not. Very similar.
Hello, everybody. Now then, lots to get through, obviously, with lots of explaining to do. Yeah, Baz isn't here this week. I think we told you that Baz wouldn't be here this week. But what we do have is we've got a guest co-host for the week. It's Kelly. And everybody knows
Hi.
Kelly. If you don't know Kelly, you definitely heard of her. Because
not this again.
as if you're ever going to get away from this. We'll only mention it once, maybe. Hello, Jimmy B. Yes, Kelly has, I would suggest, one of the most recognizable voices on TikTok, I would suggest. Fair?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd say so.
I think everyone's heard it which I always think of like what celebrities have heard it. Like I wish I knew exactly. Like when Michael Bublé popped up the other day, and I thought, I wonder if he's heard my voice.
I'm sure. I'm sure anyone on TikTok has made it. But before we go anywhere, I need to explain. Somebody's put, where the hell is Baz and who is the new lass? So I'm in the middle of introducing the new lass. The new lass is not War Lass. It's another lass. It's she's Kelly, and we'll talk to her a little bit more. But first, there's something missing off the screen. It's the titles. So should we have a look at this? Should we have a look at what we've done here? It's the lock-in with Mike and Kelly. See what it says at the bottom? It says Mike and Kelly.
Oh, look, that's my name.
And not only that, I've changed the name of the pub. This is usually the Brace of Reedlings. Now it's the Reedling and Magpie.
Oh, the magpie.
Because a Reedling is a bearded tit, which is me, and the Magpie is you.
There we go. Oh, I like it.
Renamed the pub just for one night only. We've renamed the pub. There you go. So yes, where the hell is Baz? Baz is being grown up and working and earning money. Hello, Lacey. How are you? So Baz isn't here this week, but it's me and Kelly. In fact, the podcast is going to be a bit weird for the next 3 weeks. So not weird. That's a bit harsh saying. Kelly's come on.
It's always weird.
Yeah, that's a very, very good point. It's going to be different to normal. For the next 3 weeks. So this week, we've got Kelly instead of Baz. Next week, there will not be a podcast at 9 o'clock because we are pre-recording one. We're pre-recording a podcast next week. That we're going to be pre-recording it on Wednesday. So that's why we can't go live on Wednesday. We will broadcast that one the following Wednesday. So there you go. But here's the big news. If you do happen to be in the Manchester, United Kingdom region on Wednesday next week, come and have a drink with us. Because we are going to pre-record the podcast next Wednesday, but we will be done by 5 because we're pre-recording it at a pub that will be shut so that we can record the podcast in it. We're going to record it, me, Baz, and Joshua, in a real pub, but it's going to be closed. It's a pub in Manchester. It opens at 5, so we've got to be done and out of there by 5. So after that, me, Baz, and Joshua are going to go out for some drinks in Manchester on Wednesday night. So if you're in the Manchester region, Wednesday night next week, stay tuned because what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit. We'll do some TikTok lives and let you know where we are, and on Instagram stories and all that kind of stuff. So we'll wherever we are, we'll let you know where we are, and just come and find us. Come and find us, have a beer with us.
Sounds like fun. I wish I was there then.
In real life, isn't that? Lou Robo said, "Where's Baz's beard gone?" So Lou's happy enough that you are Baz, but you've just had a shave. And taking your glasses out.
This is what Baz looks like. Yeah, this is me when you just have a shave.
And you're using your normal voice.
Yeah, it's got a different voice.
Hours and hours of makeup and concealer to cover up all those tattoos, isn't it? So yes, that's what's going to happen. No podcast next week, but better than that, come and have a drink with us in Manchester. And then you'll see what we've recorded the following week. So we're going to record it at a pub, which we're not allowed to reveal the name of. And we're going to be filmed by some actual TV cameras as well. And I can't say any more than that.
Oh my, so exciting.
I really want to tell everybody, but we've been sworn to secrecy. But we're being filmed for TV, which is why it has to be at an awkward time when the pub is shut, because we've got TV cameras and everything as well. So that I think is all the news. That's the that's the housekeeping before the meeting. We've got that sorted. Fire exits are wherever you came into the room, and refreshments are ongoing throughout. So help yourselves, and yes. So this is Kelly. For those that don't know Kelly, Kelly, would you introduce yourself, please?
Oh, hi, I'm Kelly.
A drink, that's all. We need to do some talking while I have a drink.
Yeah, you just want to have a swig. yeah, I'm Kelly, and I am the life bath on TikTok. People might know me from the life hack video. Show me a life hack. That's me. I even do an impression of myself now. Like I don't even do my normal voice. I'm like, show me.
I was just going to say exactly that. That's you doing a really bad impression of
A
you.
really bad impression of myself. Yes, yeah. But yes, that's me. So yeah, that's what else is there? What else? I don't know.
Where'd you from? What do you do?
Oh yes, I'm from Newcastle. If you hadn't already
Ooh.
worked that out by the accent, I have a normal, boring job, and then I also run a little fashion boutique as well that I'm trying to get off the ground, and that's pretty much me. And then do the TikToking, which I've been doing for just over a year now, and it's gone a bit crazy, which is been fun.
Yeah, I mean, you were on here as a guest a while back, but yeah, let's just kind of briefly kind of go through your how TikTok started for you and how you got to where you are, and what are the mad things that have happened, because everybody's had mad things happen due to TikTok. So talk us through.
So TikTok happened because of lockdown, which was a lot of people my age, and is that everyone was bored in the house bored, and they all went on TikTok. So that's exactly what I did, and was just doing the lip syncing and watching things, and then I just started posting a few more videos. And for years I'd always had like a blog and then Instagram, and I knew I always wanted to do social media and do that sort of review type content, but I never knew where and how to do it. And Instagram was always just too perfect, and I'm useless at writing, so the blog didn't really go anywhere. And then TikTok was just like, oh, so I can just put a camera in my face and just talk about random shit, and like this works. People seem to like this, and then that it just sort of went from there. But my TikTok's all over the place, and I keep having conversations and I keep saying things, and it's just like, you need to have a niche, and you've got low views because you haven't got a niche, and you're confusing TikTok. And it's just like, well, my TikTok is pretty much like my brain. It's just all over the place, and like it's the stuff that I enjoy doing and stuff that I like to talk about. So yeah, that's pretty much.
Do you know, mine is exactly the same. I mean, I did, obviously after the decking video that went crazy with your voice. Thank you very much for that. I do owe you a drink as well, by the way. I promised you a drink, didn't I? For getting that on. It's it was 26 million views the first time. Then I reposted it and had another 6. So yeah, so thanks for that.
I know. Yeah. Whenever I use my own sound, I think I've got like 1,000 views on the last video that I did using my own sound.
Well, it worked for me.
Yeah.
So it's down to you and Emma, my wife, because I was out doing that anyway, and she went, "Oh, you should record that and put Kelly's sound to it." So there you go.
There we go.
But yeah, when that happened for me, I said, like, they got loads of views, and then I did some follow-up videos which were kind of linked back to the winding people up, irritating people stuff that I'd done before, and that went well. And then there was a lot of Aussies got into the conversation saying the decking boards were upside down, and every time I did a response to that, it got millions of views.
Yeah.
And you know what? That could have been my niche. I could have just gone right down I'm going to irritate Australians, and got millions of views, would have had 3 times as many followers as I do now. But I just got bored of it. And I'm exactly the same as you. It's like, I'm not on TikTok to gain a massive following and take over the world and sell merch and earn loads of money. All of the above would be nice.
Yes, obviously.
But I'm not there to entertain a Chinese computer. I'm there to entertain people who've clicked the button to follow me.
Well, yeah, exactly. And there's nothing I can do if TikTok don't show my videos to, like I said this to you the other day, like your videos haven't even shown up on my following page for forever. Like I actually had to go to your page thinking, is he all right? Because I haven't seen his a video. I mean, I could have just WhatsApp you, but I went on TikTok.
You could have phoned.
Yeah, I could have just rang you. Are you all
Oh my
right?
God.
No,
I think there's something wrong with
quickly go to
Mike.
TikTok.
I must immediately go to his TikTok. I posted yesterday. He's fine.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, there. That's. I think that's mostly the reason why a lot of my family never get in touch with me, because they just see me posting on social media and they think, oh well, I know what's going on with Kelly, so I don't have to ask her. But yeah, so because I hadn't seen anything, and then I just thought, you know what, I want to make the videos that I want to make. I don't want to have to worry about like the view. Like, I still want to build it up, and I still would love to work with brands and do more interesting things and more review things, and that's good. But I also don't want to be limited to be like, this is a product that you need to review and this is how you need to do it and this is the way we want the video to be. And I'm just like, no, like that's not when my personality comes out. My personality comes out when I'm like just talking about it in my own opinion. So I think that's the problem when you start getting a bit of a following, is that you just start over analyzing and overthinking like everything.
It's not great for mental health at times, is it?
No, it's not.
When you're at the whim of a Chinese computer, instead of just going, do you know what? Don't worry, because some of my stuff in the past 2 weeks, I've had a video that's had 2 million views, and I've had a video that I posted yesterday that I've privated because it had 300 views in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And I've got 208,000 videos. It feels like it, to be honest. I've got 208,000 followers, so 208,000 people have clicked a button saying I want to see more of his stuff.
Yeah.
I did a video yesterday and 300 people saw it. I was like, and if you look, I've just kind of, I just try and get on with others. It's difficult because I don't work and things like that. Other people have got other stuff going on.
Yeah.
I play golf and I mess about and I do a few things, and you know what I mean, I might go back to work, I might not, but I've got loads of time on my hands, really.
Yeah.
So you've got loads of time on your hands just to sit and think, oh, why didn't that one do well, and things like that. But
I know. I've got one at the minute, which it is an ad, but it's for a jewelry brand that I absolutely love, and I was just like, oh, this is amazing, I love their stuff. Like, yes, I was really excited to make the video. I loved the video, and then it's like on like 600 views, and I'm just like, I hate not the fact that it's got 600 views, but it's the fact that it bothers us that it's only got 600 views.
100%.
That's what I find irritating.
I'm the same as well. I'm always bollocking myself for getting fed up that something doesn't do well, and I do get it right. Look, I don't, I don't have like any like kind of diagnosed anxiety or depression or anything like that. I've got little ups and downs that lots of people have, and I'm sure there's something in there if you wanted to put a name on it. But yeah, my mood is very often controlled by that computer in China, and it's just, and I keep bollocking myself for it because it's not good for anyone.
No.
Anyway, we've got a fan in the house, Kathy Stewart, who is a very regular contributor to this to this podcast and everything that we do. Kelly's makeup tips are great. Thanks, Kelly.
Oh,
so that, Kelly, is definitely one of the things that you enjoy, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I love, because I like to shop, which is, I'm completely skint at the minute, so it's been a struggle to find content because I'm not shopping as much. But yeah.
Maybe you should shoplift.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that on.
No, you don't need to tell them. You can say, I got this new thing from the shops. You don't I
can't shoplift from Amazon.
Well, now that is a challenge, to be fair. That is a challenge.
Just go around robbing the vans or something. But yeah, no, so I do love all that. I love just testing products and making videos and doing all that jazz. But again, I didn't want that to be a niche, because I think your content just gets samey, and it's just like, all right, okay, this is another product video. This is another product video. It's just like, this is a little insight into my brain, and which is all over the place. So have fun.
Do you know what I'm looking forward to? Much as stories kind of baffle me on Instagram and things like that, I'm kind of looking forward to TikTok doing stories, because I've got loads of stuff that would get very dated very quickly.
Yes, I was exactly the same. When people started getting it, I was just like, actually, I would love to, because I do Instagram stories, but I'm still a bit like, my Instagram, I because I started it again, it hasn't got many people on, but when I saw people started trickling into the TikTok stories, I was like, I think I would find that really fun to do.
Yeah, I think so too, because I just think, like, because we could do a lot of promotion of the quiz that's on that I do on a Friday night on TikTok, and this.
Yeah.
And to be honest, this is I've kind of kept this to our little. I haven't broadcast or advertised this outside of our little
world,
our little community that is a very, very TikTok-y community. But that's going to change. That's going to change. I'm going to, now that I'm confident enough that it's decent and people like it, then I'm going to push it out there. So I'm going to spend a lot of time, editing it down and putting it out. And I'm probably going to set up a separate TikTok account for the Lock In podcast. And I'm going to separate where it is, so it's not going to be on my YouTube. It's not going to be on my tube. YouTube's going to have its own. May even have a Facebook. And then you could just kind of really kind of promote it and push all that kind of stuff out there. So
yeah, definitely. I've thingied the page again. Sorry.
I think you had to turn your phone the other way to get it fixed, didn't you?
Oh, I did, didn't I? Sorry, everyone. There we go.
There we go. There you go.
I'm on my phone instead of my laptop.
Right, hold on a minute. I'm just reading a comment and just seeing if we can put it up there. So here's a tip on how to shop from Lou Robbo, who's from up your neck of the woods as well, I think. So she could give you some tips. So technically, if your Amazon parcel comes in those cardboard tube things with the folded insides, you can open them without breaking the seal on the packaging. Therefore, you say it was empty. Get it replaced, refunded, job done. Shoplifting from Amazon. There you go. It can be done.
That sounds like a good, very complicated plan, but
that's neither a recommendation from me nor Kelly, but it's just explaining how technically it could be done. It's not big, it's not clever, it's not recommended, but it could be done. So there you go. There's a way around it there, Kelly.
Yeah. Good plan. Far too much effort.
Hello. What's this? Oh, I saw something about, so there you go. Kathy Stewart says she's trying to look 20 years younger. So you got your work cut out with your makeup tips. I think that's about.
Well, I'm actually 75, so.
Well, that's amazing. So what else have we got in there? We've got somebody saying, Lou again was saying when we were talking about promoted posts. Do you know with promoted posts, I don't think people mind them. I think people object to being sold to on Facebook. But I don't think people mind as long as it's not a million miles away from what you do. If it's just a complete, so Lou's example there is the Bang Energy. So it's like, you've got to like, when it's forced like that, I don't think people like it.
Yeah.
If you're genuinely saying, telling people about something you like, or if I did a post that was just me arsing about in the same way I did, but I was arsing about with a product and there was a link in my bio to it, people wouldn't object to that. And people know how much time and effort we all put into it, and get paid financially very little, little. So I don't think people mind. But like I said, with the stories, I think the stories will be really good because I'd like to do the stories. So a lot of my stuff is me kind of badly acting, acting out a role. And I think the stories might be useful to kind of show more kind of who I am.
Yeah.
Because my account isn't that. And loads of accounts are like, this is me, this is my family life, this is what I do, this is a vlog of everything that we do in our lives. Yeah. I think stories would probably be a more kind of appropriate channel
for your audience to get to know you a little bit better. Yeah, definitely. I think that whenever I do like a vlog style, it's always, it's like hard to edit, like because and then you're like on your phone and you're like, I want to film this bit and I film this bit, and then you put it all together. And then they don't really do that well. But I think if I had stories and I had like my main page of this is what I do, and this is like curated in a way, and then the stories were just a bit more about me. But But it's because the longevity of a TikTok video. Like I still get notifications. Like I'll come off here and I'll go on TikTok and I'll have notifications of people liking one of my Amazon videos that I did like a year ago, and I could like daily get likes on posts from like last year. So yeah, the longevity of videos is so they do become dated quite quickly.
Me too, and it's I daily get told that my decking boards are upside down.
I get bored of it now because
it's just so you know what? I still like it, and do you know what? I'm going to post it again because I posted it one time, I got 26 million views, and I posted it another time, I got 6 million views, and it's like,
do it.
I'm not working at the minute. I need the money.
Nice little creative
I need the money.
Yeah,
so, but I mean, but I think I do like that about TikTok is that stuff crops up from ages ago. But I think the downside is what you said before, because I know whenever I go on my following thing, the For You page, you get stuff that's really relevant and new.
Yeah.
But when you go on the following stuff, I tend to, when you flick through the following stuff, it tends to be 5 to 10 people and stuff from ages ago.
Over and over again. Like
same people.
I follow hundreds of people, which I know post content. Yeah. And like I'll sometimes sit and go through my following instead of the For You page. And it will be just that, the same 4 people over and over again.
And that's it. I see stuff. And there's a guy called Liam the Terrible who he does camper van conversions. So I followed him for that. And he's one of these who responds in a spiky way to does video responses to a lot of comments in a spiky way to kind of wind people up and things like that.
Yeah.
But as a result, he does about 5 posts a day, and it's like my following page is just mostly him, which I don't mind because they're quite. If he's trying to cause an argument, I just flick past it and that. But I'm going to convert a van at some point, and so and he does it for he did it his own. He lives in one, and he started to do it for living now. So loads of tips and I do rate his content, but it's just there's loads. I mean, I think I follow just under 1,000 people, and I probably see the content.
Yeah, it's crazy,
30 people. It's quite frustrating.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting in touch with Laurie, she does the car camping.
Yes.
So me and her have talked and stuff. We've never done a live together, and I really want to do a car camping video. And I want to do it as I want to do a live with her and be like, right, this is a tips video of what do I need to do, and then do a video of me actually car camping. But I'm a little bit terrified of doing it. Tom has refused. He's just like, I'm not sleeping in the car. You're having a laugh.
Kelly, if it's only you going, don't forget, Laurie is 5'11" and she manages. So you could probably go down to Devon and sleep in her glove box. You'd be absolutely.
And I've got a Qashqai. She's doing it in a Fiat 500. I've got a Qashqai, and I'm only 5'1". And it's gonna be like a king size bed.
You better play football in your car.
Oh, it'd be amazing. But then I also will be in the dark on my own in my car, and I'm just like, So, but I that's what I was thinking about doing the next sort of little thing of trying that out. But maybe I should just do a camper van instead.
That sounds amazing. I nearly met Laurie, very nearly, and if it hadn't been for catching COVID, we still would have been in Devon when she wanted to meet up with us. But we were on our way back to my mum's isolation house. So
I nearly met her as well because when she did Scotland, her plan was to come to Northumberland. And we were going to try and meet up, but then the weather went terrible and she just drove back down south. So it would have been nice to have met her in person.
Do you know what I love that about what we do? I mean, obviously we're not on TikTok in a minute, but that's where certainly you and I met, and Baz and Joshua and a lot of the people we've had on as guests. And I just love it. I just love it because something amazing. I mean, we all had a shit 18 months. But it is something brilliant that's come out of it, because I've made some really, really good friends, some of whom that I've never met. but but I, some of whom I have.
Crazy, isn't it? It's
I
absolutely
have met
crazy.
in person, and it's like when I met Baz, it was weird because I just saw him, and they're just like, and this whole podcast came from me and Baz. Me and Baz used to FaceTime each other on a Wednesday night and have a few drinks, and then we just decided, fuck it, let's invite everybody else and do it on the internet. So that's what this is. So welcome. And yeah, when I met him for the first time in face to face, it was just literally kind of in the car park of the place we were going to have lunch, man hug, let's go and have some lunch, and it was just like straight into I know you already. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never had. I'm slightly older than a lot of people on
Really?
TikTok. But also significantly, I've been with my wife 19 years. So the whole internet dating and meeting people on the internet and kind of building relationships, whether they're romantic or otherwise, on internet, people meet in chat rooms and forge really good friendships. I've never had that before. Because I've never been in the environment of that. But now with obviously with lockdown and us all jumping on TikTok and like-minded people finding each other, and like I say, is that there are exciting things coming.
Yeah.
Which is which is Wednesday is a part of. There are exciting things happening now that have all come from me meeting really cool people. On TikTok. So next week, the filming that we're doing for TV has all come from me meeting Joshua and Baz, and us developing really good friendships and things. And obviously, you and I have become really good friends and never met yet, but
it might happen.
Could be next week. Could
happen. But yeah, now everything's starting to open up a little bit more, kind of. Then like hopefully be able to meet more people.
Yeah, I love it, and like I say, it is clearly there was lots of shit things that came out of last year, and obviously COVID and Molly had operations and stuff, and we weren't allowed to go on holidays and all of those things. So I just think it's a blessing that I see TikTok as a blessing, because even if it goes no further than it is now, to meet you and Baz and Joshua and Laurie and all the guys who are here in the chat section, who were always there when we had the quiz Friday night, TikTok 9 p.m. my account. Thank you very much. daddancer.co.uk for the link to my TikTok. Well done. But yeah, we've built this little community, and like I say, I've kept this podcast pretty much for that little community. But I'm confident enough now to push that.
It will be good.
And I think part of that is going to be the filming that we're going to do next week. So yeah, it's just opened up a lot of doors that weren't there, and made loads and loads of connections. So there's even things like, I know that obviously I live in Ireland, but I know when I'm back in the UK, I know that if I go up to Scotland, there's Johann's up there, and I'm doing literally, I could draw a map of people I can't wait to meet, like Phil C down in Surrey.
Oh yeah,
Laurie, who I nearly met, and things like that. I could literally kind of map out. And maybe I should do that. I mean, it's obviously not a great time of year to do that, because it's getting winter and the days are getting shorter. But next summer, I'm definitely going to do I'll do a road trip, like vlog it all, and just go and meet all these people that I've already met but not met, sort of thing.
Yeah. No, that would be really cool.
Now then, so right. Big news this week, Kelly, and I know you're a massive fan. Is what were your thoughts on the launch of the iPhone 13?
I'm going to talk about this for the next 4 hours. Sorry. I'm really excited about it. I know that once I get it, I'll get loads of hate of going, it's exactly the same, it doesn't change. It does change, but so the new cinematic mode for video is going to be amazing. So I think once I get the 13 Pro, I'll probably do my TikToks like outside of the TikTok app and actually use the capabilities of the phone, because the whole blurring of videos and that they've completely changed the quality of the video recording side of things. So I'm very excited about that. But I watched I watched it live, and I was doing Tom's head in because I was sitting there. I was just like, I need an iPad Mini. He's like, you don't need an iPad Mini. I was like, I want a new Apple. I want a new Apple Watch. It's like, you don't even wear the one you've got. I need a new iPhone.
You like Andy Pitkin off Little Britain? I want that one.
Yeah, yeah, on that one. It was. Yeah. So no, I'm excited for the 13 Pro. I think it's going to be good. But yeah, I did watch the event live because I'm that sad.
Well, do you know what I used to? And I used to be such an early adopter. So when the first iPhone came out, I was literally queuing outside to get one.
Yeah.
And then the next one and the next one. And I'm a massive fan of Apple. I don't do Apple Macs. I can't do it.
That's all I've got. Like literally everything.
No, I'm a Windows laptop boy. And that just comes from, it's just familiarity. I had 20 years working in corporate life using Windows. I'm familiar with that. But yeah, we've got that. Obviously, Apple Watch. We've got so many iPhones in the house. Well, I've got two. I've got two. Both the kids have got one each. The wife's got one. We've got two iPads. We've got the little tags. Have you seen those tags?
So obviously my brain, whenever Apple release anything, I'm just like, how can I have it? But then I don't need it for anything. Like I never leave the house to actually lose anything. So I'm just like, unless I put it on the dog and she's never off the lead. So I'm just like, well, if she does need to get out, I could put it on the dog.
We bought four of them. So it's like 99 quid.
They're not that expensive, are they?
No, 99 quid for four, I don't think it's that bad. And the thing is, we used to have ones called Tile. And Tile, when the battery goes, it expires. But these ones, they've got replaceable batteries. So, I mean, it ain't going to be cheap. I can't imagine the battery is going to be cheap, but it's going to be less than 25 quid because that's how much the thing is. But yeah, we've got one on each set of keys and one on each dog. And it's brilliant because, if you lose your keys, the Tile used to say where it is and you can make it beep and all that kind of stuff. But the Tile used to say where it was. If it's outside of the range of your phone, it used to say it says where it was when you last were in contact with your phone. Do you know what I mean? So I had one in my wallet, and it said, "Well, you can't find my wallet. Well, this is where you were last with it, so you had a chance that you could go." But this is better than that. This acts like this is like Find My iPhone. If you want to, the little thing just transmits it whenever, sort of thing. Yeah. So for big distances, it'll tell you exactly where it is. And then when you get close, it does this really cool kind of like little hotter and colder game. It goes like, when you're within a certain amount of range, it puts an arrow on it. It goes, it's that way, 20 yards or whatever, and you get closer and closer. And it goes red if you go further away, and then it's great fun.
Oh, I might have to try and get one then.
So it is, and they are really, really useful. Really useful. But yeah, I'm a big fan, and I know like people are like it's a massively divisive thing, isn't it? The Apple thing is like, oh no, you pay, look at your Apple sheep, and you're just buying stuff. And I used to buy loads of stuff, but that was in the days when iPhones were significantly different each time. And now, I've got two.
Oh yeah, they're not.
I've got two. That one's a good one.
That's the 12.
No, that's an 11.
The 11.
11 Pro Max, I think that is.
Right. Okay.
Right. Is that a thing? Did I say that? Yes. I sound like someone's nan. Is that what it's called? And then I think that's an XS. Is that right?
Yeah. That's the thing. Like as soon as like the cinematic mode in the video, and there is differences, but as soon as I get the 13 Pro and I put my profile on it, it's literally just going to be exactly this. It's going to be exactly the same. It's just going to have a few extra features and a few new things. So I kind of understand. But for me, I'm on a contract that it makes no difference. Like I send EE my phone back and they give me the new one. And it's just like, so it doesn't really make any difference for me to upgrade every 12 months. I still pay my monthly phone bill price. And then I just get to upgrade every 12 months.
because I did think it was one of those things that I did think there was a big disparity between you saying I'm skint at the moment and
Oh, but I'm going to
when
get
you're
an
talking
iPhone.
about the 13 Pro, you're not talking about if, you're talking about when. And I was like, I wonder if Tom knows about how confident Kelly is that that is when she gets the
no,
the
I don't need to
14
buy
Pro.
it. Well, so the TikTok video that blew up last year was when I got the 12 Pro, and I still get likes on it now. So obviously I need to do a video for it update, and the comments on that was just like, you've completely wasted your money, like £1,000 down the drain. I was like, do you honestly think that I've just dropped £1,000 on a phone? I was like, I just pay a monthly price and I have a phone. That's all it is. So no, I don't buy it or anything. I just upgrade every year. So I can't ever get out of the contract, so I can't leave EE every year. But I can get the new phone every year. So yeah, it doesn't cost us anything.
Oh, see, I like the sound of that. But we've done the similar sort of thing. It's like whenever someone needs a phone, because we've got 5 contracts between 4 of us. We've got 2 Irish contracts and 3 UK contracts. So it's like, whenever someone's phone breaks, it was like, someone must be due an upgrade somewhere. Do you know what I mean? It's like, we must be able to get a new one somewhere because, like, we've got them all over the place.
Yeah, but yeah, I've always kept up to date with the phone. I'm a total tech geek, and I just love anything, technology wise.
So I am a big fan of tech. I do love it. Right, I've got some other things that I found in the news. Unsurprising. Well, there's plenty of the news that I'm not going to talk about because
the news is shit.
Because the news is just boring, isn't it? It's like some politicians have got new jobs today.
Yes.
But yeah, whatever. No, but I've tried to find some interesting stuff to talk about. So I'm just trying to look at what I've got here. And it's right. I've got a few things. I've got a couple of news stories we can go through, and then I've got a handful of Amazon reviews because I brought them on to. I know you are literally Amazon's biggest fan. So I thought, in honor of you, I've brought on some Amazon reviews which are pretty funny.
Amazing.
Okay, so what will we go with first? There's the news story that I found this week on the Mirror. And it was basically about a girl who had tweeted about how drunk her sister had got the night before. Apparently, she got so drunk that they'd sent her home in a taxi, and then the following morning, she'd realised that when she was getting out of the taxi, and she grabbed for her clutch bag and went into the house with it and stuff. What she woke up with was not her clutch bag. It was. Let's see if I can get this on it. It was the car logbook from the taxi. I mean, how drunk do you need to be to go, yeah, that's my handbag.
That's my handbag.
You've walked out with, the Uber drivers, like.
Sorry, my laptop's going off. 2 seconds.
So yeah, you've walked off without this. You've walked off with the Uber driver's service history.
That's ridiculous.
Right now, poor guy. Now, if he gets into his car and he can't work out, his stereo's gone wrong, and he can't work out how to unlock it, he pops in.
Takes him for a service. He's not going to have his warranty.
He's going to pull out what he thinks is his car logbook, and all of a sudden it's just going to be like tissues, tampons, and a purse. You know what I mean? That's not good.
Bit of lippy and
exactly. That's no good to him trying to fix his car radio, is it? The poor thing.
Hey.
Oh, I just thought the reason I like that story is not just because it's brilliant, but yeah, we've all been there.
I've definitely been that drunk that I could do.
There's a massive element of enjoying that story so much because if the Mirror knew about some of the daft shit I'd done on a night out, then that would also have made the national news as well.
Yeah, I did a video on my biggest embarrassment, and I thought do I want to put this on the internet for everyone to see? But I was just like, oh, it was like 15 years ago, so it doesn't matter. It was when I woke up in the toilets of a nightclub at like 8:30 in the morning.
We've had this conversation, haven't we?
Yeah, well, I did a TikTok about it as well. But it's my, like, now I'm getting older. It's like my story that's like, no, look, I used to be really cool once. I like fell asleep in a toilet.
No, we've had the conversation.
Oh, no, yes, because you've done it as
I've done exactly the same thing.
We have had this conversation before. Yes.
And
Did the police have to let you out?
But look, come on, like Kelly, you tell your story and then I'll tell. This is perfect because this podcast is just a couple of people having a few drinks in an imaginary pub. So this is exactly the sort of conversations that people have in pubs.
Yeah, exactly.
You tell yours through first, and then
I'm on the water tonight. But
I'll do it. Do you know what I mean? It's vodka. It's neat vodka.
Yeah.
But you tell your story first, and then I'll tell mine because these are gold.
So I would have been like, I would like to say I was like 18, but I wasn't. I think I was like 22, 21, 22. Which is still quite young, but anyway.
But technically old enough to know better.
Yeah. So I was still living at uni. So still in Lincoln. And I just went out one night, got ridiculously drunk, don't even really remember. I got mortal. And then I went to the toilet, obviously. And I don't think I passed out because I wasn't drunk where I've like became unconscious. I've just been drunk to the point where I'm just like, yeah, I need to have a sleep. I'm gonna have a sleep. Let's I'm just gonna close my eyes for 5 and just have a little sleep. And obviously fell asleep. The most disturbing part, which I didn't put in the video, is that I actually woke up near the sinks, like outside of like the toilet. So I wasn't in the cubicle when I woke up. And I have a memory of, so it's not even dodgy, but I have a memory of getting up and thinking, oh, I need to be comfier. Like, so I've literally been that. So I've got up from the toilet and went, oh, I'm still a bit sleepy. I'll just go out and lie on the floor there and go to sleep. And that's so yeah. I wasn't unconscious because I remember the night, but I also was drunk enough that I was just asleep. So I got up and started knocking on the office door because luckily I did actually know the people that ran the club, and I thought, oh, it's just the end of the night and like I'll go and knock on the door and they'll be cashing up or something. And then I was like, okay, nothing's happening. So I went downstairs and I opened the door to the bar. It was just that realization of just looking outside and going, why is everyone outside like walking to work? Because obviously it was a weekday because I was like at uni and out getting drunk at all times. Yeah, so and just looked outside and I was just like, oh, it's the morning, what the hell's going on? So like I did a few laps, went like behind the bar, didn't have my bag with me, so I didn't have a phone. And I was just like wandering around, just like, what do I do? I was still pissed. It's like, what do I do? Like, I don't know what to do. And then I thought the only phone number I know off by heart is like my home phone number. So it's like, I'm not going to ring my mom and be like, I'm stuck in a pub in Lincoln. So I just went and sat down on the sofa and I was just like, yeah, don't know what to do. And then the police came to the window because obviously I'd set all the silent alarms off. And the police came to the window, just mouthed through the window, what are you doing? and I just went, don't know. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get arrested. So there was a door at the bottom of the stairs, but it had like a big chain on it. So I couldn't actually open it properly. And he was like, talking, he was like, what's your name? What's your date of birth? And I was like, oh, I'm going to get arrested. Like, what is going on? And then the manager of the pub who I knew turned up, and the police like spoke and was just like, how are you going to get home? And Luke said, oh, I'll drive her home, it's fine. It's like, yeah. And then everyone, it was the talk of the town. It was just like, oh, because the nightclub as well was called The Cell, so the whole story was just like, did you hear about that girl that fell asleep in the cell? And that was me. So yeah, that's I'll be telling that story when I'm like 60, when I'm trying to sound that I still like I used to go out and enjoy myself once upon a time.
Do you know the frightening thing is? I could have said every word you said.
Really?
And it would pretty much have been my story too. Unbelievably similar. Unbelievable. Like literally 95% of what you said applied to me as well. Honestly. And it's like the only difference is that I woke up on the toilet, so I hadn't gone to a comfier place.
You hadn't got more comfy.
No. But my version of your getting to a comfier place is that I was just in my boxers and my clothes were folded on a pile next to me because I'd gone to bed. I'd actually gone to bed. I'd made the effort to go to bed. I was like,
I'm very pleased that I was
I wore glasses at the time, so my clothes were folded, my glasses were on top. That was me. I'd gone to bed. But exactly the same. Like, I woke up and I thought, where the hell? I was like, where the hell am I? I just no idea. No idea what's going on. It's just like, where am I? And all that. So I found my clothes, put them all back on, went out, saw a little bit of light, opened it up. It was the cupboard with the alarm in it. That was the only light in the place. It lit it up. I was like, oh shit, I'm still here. Do you know what I mean? And it was, I think mine was about 6 a.m. So there's people knocking about outside, daylight, and I'm just like, no idea what to do. Same as you. I didn't know what to do, but the only number I knew was my home phone. So yes, that's exactly who I phoned. But I did phone my mum. And my mates would say, like, are you going on? Mum, I'm stuck in it. I was like, no, I need the police, but I'm not ringing 999. Do you know what I mean?
Stuck in a pub. I just sat down. I probably, if the police hadn't turned up, I probably would have poured myself a drink. Well, do
you know what? It's like, I'm not going to ring 999. Do you mean, you imagine Michael Burke on that TV show? Yeah. Do you know what I think? This trauma that's happening. Some pisshead's woken up in the toilets with his clothes folded next to it. Do you know what I mean? It's not an emergency, is it? So I rang my mum to give me the Central Manchester phone so I could ring the police on not 999.
Yeah.
And then they exactly the same. They came and they checked and they said, like, the alarm's going off. We just wanted to check and all that. But they couldn't get a hold of the key holder for ages. So, I mean, I was sat in there, the alarm's blaring, and every so often the police would ring me and just say, just checking you're all right. And and it's just like, and I was like, yeah, because that's what phones looked like then.
Yes, that's
and phone. I was like, yeah. It was like, yeah, I'm all right, sort of thing. And she said, oh, just try and get yourself some sleep. The alarm's going. It wasn't a silent alarm.
Oh, see, mine was
I just went,
silent alarm.
Get some sleep. Listen to this.
Oh my god.
So anyway, the beautiful ending to my version of that story is that the key holder turned up, and he obviously realised that I hadn't nicked any booze, and there was in the room or the cupboard where the alarm box was, there was the basket full of tips, and there was hundreds of pounds in there, and I hadn't touched anything. So he just said to me, like, the week after I went in, he happened to be in the week after, and I walked in, and he went, "Oh, hi," and we just had a bit of banter about it. And he said to the two girls who take the money, he said, "Look, this guy's my guest. He doesn't pay again. He doesn't pay to get in here again. He's just like, he's top of it." So I didn't.
Why that will also be as well, though, is because he could have lost his license for that happening.
Quite possibly.
That's what I was told. It was just like, oh god, like the police, if they'd actually done it and by leaving someone locked in overnight and not doing a toilet check and stuff, can end up losing their license. So he's just like, keep them sweet, so he doesn't say anything.
Well, that's the thing, and it's like, so every week we'd get there, and it was in central Manchester. It was a really cool bar. It was like Clint Boone out of In Spiral Carpets. He does a DJ set there all the time now. And so it was like, it was kind of indie music place in Manchester music in Manchester. It's like a brilliant place to be. And so there was always a massive queue when we got there every week, and we'd get there early to mean that the queue wasn't that big. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to leave my mates in the queue. I'd walk past the whole queue. Hello to the bouncers walking. Hello to the girls who take the money. Took no money off me. I'm all over here. Not going. Celebrity. Amazing. For about 2 or 3 years after that, I saved a fortune.
I know. Mine wasn't. And mine was just like, haha. And then I was like, yeah, I'm not showing my face in there for a long time.
No,
but everyone's like, where were your friends? What? And I was like, because this is what I've always done. I just disappear on nights out, and because I don't like saying bye. I can't be bothered with all the awkwardness of so. But my friends thought I'd just gone home, which is not a good thing. I'd always suggest that tell everyone where you are at all times, because like I'm surprised I'm still alive. But it's crazy that can even happen.
And exactly the same for me. I swear, we're just. Do you know what? If one of us gets famous enough to go, who do you think you are? You'll go to her and go,
that's my only
you're
goal.
related to Kelly?
That is my only goal, is to become a big TikToker, just so I can have an excuse to go on, who do you think you are?
Oh, hey, if you do, we must be related because we're just too bloody similar. So we're just like, you'll cover half of mine as well, so you do me a job as well.
Yeah,
honestly, it's just that, because that's the same thing. It's like I get to a point, or I don't anymore, but when I was on a night out with a load of people, I'd get to a point where I'd get so drunk I wasn't enjoying myself anymore, so I'd just go home.
Yeah.
And they all kind of knew that. So I said to my mate, I said, did you not think of looking for me at the end of the night? And they said, oh no, we thought you'd pulled.
Yeah.
Now.
Thought you'd gone off.
Yeah, I thought you'd
when
pulled.
Was it,
well, do you know what I mean? If I was to...
how old were you at the time?
I was 19, something like that. But yeah, oh look, the I haven't got it now. But yeah, if you know what if you knew what I looked like when I was 19, there's absolutely not a chance in hell I would have pulled. So that wasn't working for me in terms of the reason that my mate said. The reason that my mates had gone, he's all right, he's pulled. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes it seem like I was one of those, like, you know what I mean? It's like, that's what I do at the weekends, isn't it? It's like, yeah. Once a year, maybe, when someone took pity on me. Right. Another thing that I found in the news this week, is apparently B&Q did a survey of 2,000 adults to reveal what they do in the bathroom. Okay, the weirdest the title of it is the top 40 unusual things adults have done in the bathroom.
It's a top 40.
There's a top 40. I've had to print it out on 2 sheets of A4 here.
40 different. Okay.
Unusual things. These are the top 40 unusual things. And I don't know who decided these were unusual, because number 1 is cried.
Oh, well, that's not unusual.
That's not unusual, is it? Look at us both, sounding like Tom Jones tribute acts. It's not unusual. It's been loved by anyone.
No, everyone pops into the toilet for a cry, don't they?
I definitely don't go into the toilet and to be honest, I don't think I have cried in the toilet, but
yeah,
I know it's a common thing. I know it isn't. Number 2 is to read a book. I'm not being funny, but is there not a thing? There's a whole genre of books that are literally just designed to be read in the toilet.
Well, yeah, but like I read in the bath as well, so that's not that weird.
No, exactly. That's what I mean. That's number 2. And number 3 is had sex. I mean, I'm not being funny, but if you look at number 1, 2, and 3, cried, read a book, and had sex, I've done all 3 of them in the toilet at the same time. Do you know what I mean? It's not that uncommon.
That was just one trip.
I know, yeah. And I was on my own. Anyway, moving on. Number 4, hidden there to avoid people. If by people you mean children, every parent has done it. These aren't unusual things.
No, that's that's not unusual.
Tried on new clothes or shoes is another unusual thing. So I'm thinking these must be in the wrong order, because they do get a bit more unusual. So for some reason, the way this survey's worked out is the most popular unusual things are not unusual. That's why they're popular, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit flawed. But there's let's see if I can find it. Wash the dog.
Yeah.
Where else are you going to wash the dog? Do you know what I mean?
I do that every single day.
Phoned friends or loved one. You wash your dog every day?
Yeah. Well, she gets her feet washed every day, and she gets like a
like a little pedicure.
Yeah, like, well, no, it's also because Tom doesn't want her running around that. Like, and you should wash your dog's feet after they've been on a walk, because there's certain things that can, like salts and stuff that can get on their feet that's actually quite bad for them. But yeah, every time Luna's been out on a walk, she gets put into the bath, her feet get rinsed off, like not shampooed or anything, and then she comes out, you put a little bit of spray on her, make her smell nice,
Of course you do.
It works as well though, because all of our friends and everyone that comes around says Luna never smells like a dog, and she's like really, really soft. So you should wash your dog every day. There you go. Little tip for you.
I'm not going to tell my two that you said I have to wash them every day because they hate the bath. Right. So out of these two, it's like I'll go through some of them, but we're just going to whiz through them because it doesn't make any sense. Had a cup of tea, hung up the washing to dry. These are not weird things. Painted the toenails, played online games, planned the weekly food shop.
Literally, they're just listing things that I do in the bath. Like, this is just a list of like, what does Kelly do while she's in the bath?
Sorry, that is what does Kelly do in the bath. I've got the wrong list.
It's literally like play online games, read a book. That's literally just what I do.
Answering work emails.
Yeah.
Streamed a TV show in the bath, of course.
Yeah. Watch the iPad.
Planned the weekly food show. So, do you know what? Right, we're going to do this differently, right? Actually,
what on this list haven't I done?
Exactly. So we're going to go on to this part of the list first, right? Which is this list is some of these things are a bit more obscure for things you do in the bathroom. And once I've gone through the ones that are a bit more obscure, I'm going to go through 1 to 40 and say which have you done and which have I done in the bath and see where we get to. What a great idea! Right. So, number 24 had a dance. We're getting a little bit more bizarre there. I think a little bit more. What's the word they've used? Unusual.
Yeah.
Streamed a TV show on the loo is lower down the list than in the bath. Yeah. Exercised is quite an odd one for the bathroom. I think that's quite an unusual one, isn't it?
Yeah,
don't think if you have or not. We'll come to that later. We'll do the scoring later.
Okay.
Stood on the side of the bath or toilet to see their whole outfit or shoes. It's like, I'm having funny. Why do you need to stand on the toilet to see your shoes? Just look down.
You need to see what your feet.
It's not like it's on your back. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you got to put 2 mirrors to see your shoes, is it?
You need to see the matching with the outfit. You need to see the perspective.
Which you can do with your eyes because you can see your outfit on your shoes. Anyway, we move on. Answered the phone to your boss. Oh, I'm not going to say number 33, but you'll recognize it when we get to it.
Okay.
Number 34, done some washing up. That is unusual. That is unusual. Even though technically the bathroom has less germs and less bacteria than the kitchen.
Yeah.
It's the type of germs, isn't it? You don't want to wash your pots where you flush your toilet and fecal matter sprays all over the place.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I'm not just saying you. I'm not saying that's your house. I'm saying that is a fact, whether you like it or not. That's what happens in people's bathrooms, right? Not just Kelly's. Not just Kelly's. Everyone's. Okay. Reenacted a part of their day in the mirror. So this isn't.
Well, not out loud, but
no. But this isn't giving yourself a pep talk in the mirror. This is reenacting something you did in the mirror. Well, we're getting to unusual here, aren't we?
Yeah, but I would probably because my mind never stops, so I'm constantly thinking and constantly reliving the day. And if I have a conversation with someone, I'll replay it in my head about 1 million times. But that's because I've got ADHD. But so I'll probably look in the mirror and be thinking about my day and recap. But I don't act it out. I don't stand there. So I said this. This person said this.
You did that really well. Yeah.
I don't act it out.
Why haven't you done that piece of work I asked you to do? Well, I'm sorry. I'll do it again. It's just anyway.
That's a bit weird.
Right. Number 37. Given houseplants a spa day.
I mean, that's an unusual way of saying it, but the steam from a bathroom is good for plants.
Is it?
Yeah. I haven't, but I'm also not in control of the plants in our house, otherwise they would all be dead.
But it's you're not in control of the plants in it. That sounds like there's triffids that are taking over. It's like
there's a lot of lovely plants, but I don't have anything to do with it.
I used to be in control of the plants in this house, but honestly, if they get to the kitchen before me, I just have to so I'll come back. I'll come back later.
The plants are taking over.
Taking a video call on the loo.
Yeah.
That's quite unusual.
Me and my best friend will answer the phone to each other, no matter where we are.
Painted or drawn something. Right. We're going to go through these, Kelly. Right. We're going to see what score we get. So I'm going to get a pen. Right.
Is anyone still actually watching? Is there anyone actually
I don't care. I'm not bothered. I'm having a great time.
Is there actually any comment?
We've got the expert, Adam the gardener, saying indoor plants are generally tropical. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
That's it. Right. So we just want a quick yes if you've done these things. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to go down this list of 40 unusual. That's me doing 4 quotes with one finger because I'm busy.
Yeah. Sorry, I've just realised how I can see the comments, and I'm just having a quick scan of them.
Oh,
Tom's commented saying, "I've heard that story a few dozen times," which I'm pretty sure he's talking about my drunken story because he's had to listen to it for 13 years.
Even I've heard it twice. Right, let's go through this list of unusual things. Okay.
Okay.
So, cried.
Yes.
Okay, Kelly's got a yes on it. Read a book.
Yes.
Had sex.
Yes.
If Tom hasn't, you're in trouble later. Hiding there to avoid people.
Yeah.
Tried on new clothes or shoes.
Yeah.
Phoned friends and loved ones.
Yeah.
Washed the dog.
Yeah.
Fallen asleep in the bath.
Yes.
Had a cup of tea.
Yes.
Hung the washing to dry.
No, not in the bathroom.
Oh. Sang in the mirror.
Yes.
Giving yourself a pep talk.
Yes.
Played online games.
Yes.
Painted your toenails.
Yes.
Answered work emails.
Yes.
Streamed a TV show in the bath.
Yes.
Planned the weekly food shop.
Yes.
Played video games.
Yes.
Written to-do lists.
Yes.
Watched the news.
I don't watch the news anyway. Watch TV, but no, I don't watch the news.
Played games while sat on the toilet, like throwing a toilet roll into a bin.
Playing games. Is it really bad that when I hear the playing games, I just think of like device games?
I went straight there, but this is exactly word for word. Playing games while sat on the toilet, like throwing the toilet roll into the bin.
Well, I've probably thrown things in the trash.
I've done pants into the washing basket and stuff.
Yeah.
So. Taken or edited photos.
Yes.
Practiced I can't see. There's a word. Something about fantasized about a scenario in the mirror.
Yeah, because you just tell yourself stories in your head. Is that?
Yeah. Written to-do list. I think. Oh no, we've done that. What are we? Okay, so we're down to had a dance.
Yes.
Had a beer.
Yes.
Streamed a TV show on the loo.
Yeah, I've probably been still watching something on my phone when I've gone to the toilet.
Exercised.
No, I don't think I've. Aqua aerobics. No, I don't.
The world's worst.
Trying to get in and out of the bath. Is that exercise? Just
it leaves you out of breath. Practice the speech.
Yes.
Had a sleep on the floor. Of the bathroom.
Which bathroom? Which bathroom?
Well, we're both wrong on that one. Yeah. Stood on the side of the bath to see your outfit of shoes. You said you did that.
Like in my old flat, I didn't have any full length mirrors, and I remember trying to do that of like standing to like have a look at my outfit and stuff.
Tom says RuPaul while pooping for sure.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, yeah.
It's all coming out now. Had a business idea.
Yes.
Answered the phone to the boss.
No.
I don't think I have either.
No, I don't think.
I don't have one.
Yeah, I don't.
Number 33, falling asleep on the loo. I think we can both put a point down for that one, can't we? That's the 31 I said I'd come back
There we
to.
go. And
Yeah,
I don't think that's only that story, because I'm pretty sure that I've drunkenly done that at home on many occasions. I'm pretty sure Tom will agree that I have fallen asleep in the bathroom on a number of occasions.
Emma's got a photo of me having fallen asleep on the stairs, and she was 8.5 months pregnant. She couldn't step over me. She had to sleep on the settee. Couldn't wake me up.
I would have prodded you or thrown something at your head.
She couldn't wake me up or step over me. That was it. So, okay, we're nearly done. Done washing up?
No.
Reenacted a part of your day in the mirror? You said yes on that one.
Yeah.
Sent a message on a dating app?
No, I've never been on a dating app. I promise. I know Tom's watching. So.
Yeah, exactly. When we stop broadcasting later and me and you stay on for a quick time, I'll ask you again.
No, definitely haven't.
Okay, 37. Giving houseplants a spa day?
No, I know. No.
No. Taking a video call on the loo? You said yes on that one, didn't you?
Made me friend of mine.
Taking a video call in the bath?
Yeah.
Yeah. Painted or drawn something?
No.
No. Okay, so I'm very quickly going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Do you know what? It's going to be quicker to do the ones you haven't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've only not done 7 of them. So on the list of the 40 most unusual things adults have done in the bathroom, you've not done 7.
So I'm pretty much always in the bathroom doing unusual things. Pretty much.
It seems that way, doesn't it? It does seem that way.
It does.
Right. So yeah, the next thing. So yeah, what I've lost the comments here now. Oh. Well, there you go. Here we go. We're getting some more updates on the plants in the bathroom. There you go. Kathy Stewart killed a cactus because she kept it in the bathroom. And Adam said, cacti aren't tropical. The desert succulents hate the water. It is a bit funny, that, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? If you're going to put a cactus in your house, I would suggest don't put it somewhere really steamy and humid.
Yeah. You need to have it. Yeah.
I'm not an expert on plants.
Yeah.
But I do know.
If someone said it's a good idea, though, yeah, don't put cactuses in there. I think I did. So Tom deals with all of the plants in this house, right? Apart from the one in my office, which looks like that, which is like completely dead. It is a cactus and it's like as dry as anything, because that's the only one I have to deal with and it's completely dead. So that's why I don't do anything with any of the plants in the house.
So how much do you have to neglect a cactus that famously live in deserts and very, very rarely get watered? How badly do you have to neglect a cactus to kill it?
Yeah. You pretty much have to never water it since the day you buy it, which is pretty much what I think I'm done with that. So I just bought it and thought, that looks pretty. I've put it on the windowsill and then I just have forgotten that it was a living thing and it's now dead.
I love the fact that Tom's in charge of in the plants. It reminds me of, you remember the young ones? Or are you too young for the young ones? Anyway, one of the things, when they all move into the student house, Neil's cooking the dinner because he cooks the dinner. He's moaning about cooking the dinner and said, look, you cook the dinner. And Vivian goes, you cook the dinner, I look after the plants and the goldfish. It's what we agreed when we got here. I said, all right, yeah, but what did you make me that first day we moved in? I said, sausages. It was a Tuesday. He went, sausages and? He went, sausages and plants and goldfish. I dispensed of my responsibilities. So I reckon that's what your house is like. Right, we're on to Amazon. Going to do a, if you've got any questions, lentils is exactly what he was cooking. Sorry, that's Mr. Kelly coming in with further young ones knowledge. Right, we're going to go to as we're going through these Amazon, because Kelly is massively into Amazon. We're going to go through some of my favorite Amazon reviews that I've found. But while we're going on, if you've got any questions for Kelly before we finish, we're going to be on for another 20 minutes or so. If you've got any questions for Kelly before we finish, then stick them in the comment section and we'll get on to them. So, now then, let's start with it.
Sorry, I'm just reading a few of the comments.
This one is I do like right. I'll try and get these in some kind of order. Right. That'll do. And then right, we're going to start with one which I think you're into your gaming a bit, aren't you? I know Tom is.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a review for PES 2016.
Okay.
And the reviewer gave it 1 star. And the reason would have been 5-star, but it's not FIFA. Which is fair enough, I think. And but look at look at the title. It's not though. is the titler of the review, which I think is the best bit. Because would have been 5 stars, but it's not FIFA. And they titled it. It's not though. And he's quite right. And this next one is for the product is Veet for Men hair removal cream.
Okay? Oh, is there a for men? I didn't realize there was a Veet for Men.
Believe so. Dennis has given it 5 stars. The title of his review is Good Product. And the reason for that is he said, makes my farts sound louder. The hair must have acted as an interlocking silencer. I give this the big thumbs up, 5 out of 5. Well, I guess he's right.
You've got to be careful putting Veet in too many intimate areas, though. You'll end up with a bad burn.
I suspect. I'm not Dennis, by the way. Can I just?
That was you.
Like,
you.
Dennis. Dennis. Yes. So yes. Yeah. I'm not Dennis, but I mean that's for men. So that's just maybe it is. Maybe it's a special one for special areas. Anyway, yeah, we've got one here. Is some curtains. Oh, I can't read that. That's gone over. Oh yeah, you got it. Somebody's put. I can't see the name of who's this review is, but it's for a set of curtains. 5 stars. These blackout curtains are great, especially when you wake up next to someone you wish you hadn't. You can't see anything. Tremendous. Okay, and this next one is for an Amazon Kindle waterproof cover.
Oh yeah, which you can go underwater with it.
Yes. Sorry, we're talking about the Jimmy B is the king of the one-liners. He's talking about the Veet hair removal cream. He said he gave it a thumbs up. Is that how you apply it? Tremendous. Oh, there is a spam bot in the chat. We must have made it.
Yeah, there is. Yes, I know.
Yeah, if you want to become famous and you want to buy followers, I think me and Kelly are all right, thanks. But thank you very much for the offer. Appreciate it. Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted by a spam bot. Right, so this is this review is giving this as well. Ben Harrison is giving this 5 stars. And I'll read the review first. Got this for the mother-in-law for bath time, hoping it'd be crap. Her Kindle would slip out and electrocute her. So far, this bloody thing has stayed in one piece. Great for waterproof kindling, crap for murder. It's a review on Amazon, and his title for the review was hoping it'd be crap. Her Kindle would slip out and electrocute her. So there you go.
It also wouldn't, even if that happened, it wouldn't electrocute because it's not powered to the mains. But anyway, great review.
Again, I'm not Ben Harrison. It's but it is valid. It is valid safety information to pass on to our guests. So that's our guests. No, our viewers. That's the word I'm looking for. Right, we've got 3 more to go. What should we go for next? Yeah, these have taken a bit of a turn, to be fair. Right, this is a review for lube, whatever that is. It's a 5-star review, and it says good lube and 2 of those. So Jimmy B, maybe who knows what that action is on his thing. Anyway, it's lube. Not much more to say. Sometimes I like to cover my body in it and pretend to be a slug while sliding around in the bathroom.
That wasn't on the B&Q list.
Had it been?
They didn't.
Had it been?
Well.
Do I have to put you down for another point, Kelly?
I do, yeah, pretty much.
All right, okay. That's another point on Kelly's tab. And then there was another person who was very confused. You have to. So, this is a review of a book called "How to Poo on a Date: The Lover's Guide to Toilet Etiquette." Okay.
Okay.
And the review was, "I'm somewhat disappointed. Despite reading this book cover to cover, my date still refuses to let me poo on her."
Oh, that's nasty.
Tremendous. And finally, it's a very quick one. It's for, I presume it's in America because it's a coffin.
Oh, a coffin
or a casket.
A casket, as you get on Amazon.
Yeah,
Amazon
a casket. $771 if you're interested. And it's 5-star review from Taylor saying no complaints from Grandad. Honestly, I lost so much of my day just flicking through Amazon.
Just like ridiculous on there. The other place to find hilarious, ridiculous things is in the Q&A section. So look through. So it's ridiculous. It winds us up at some of the answers. So someone will ask a question. So it'll be like, does this work well? And then people will spend their time to answer saying, I don't know, I bought it as a present for someone else.
What?
Or I haven't opened it yet. They're not talking to you direct. They're pronouncing you're the only person that has bought that Amazon product. So they're like, oh yeah, oh sorry, I asking that question. It's not your thing. They're just asking random people online. But yeah, the amount of
imagine them sitting there going.
Oh no, they're asking me. Yeah. Oh, they're asking me if it's like they wouldn't have even got a notification about that question. They've gone on, seen that question on a product that they've already bought, and decided to answer it by saying, "Oh, I don't know. Oh no, please no."
So yeah. But Tom, I don't know what this is in response to, but it'd be Savlon and Sudocrem for me.
Oh yeah, instead of
I don't know what that was in response to. Maybe that was the slug
rolling around is Savlon and Sudocrem.
There you go. Look, if you wanna kind of pretend you swim in the channel in your own bathroom, that's entirely up to you. Absolutely, go for it. The Amazon Q&A is definitely something that I'm gonna dig up.
Yeah, have a look at them because some of the responses on there are ridiculous.
Absolutely. I am going to dig that up, and that's going to be for next week. So just a reminder, if you weren't watching at the start, next week there will be no live podcast on Wednesday next week, and that's because we will be recording a podcast. We're recording one in an actual pub with me, Baz, and Joshua in the same room in an actual pub, like a real podcast. So we're going to be doing that next week. Wednesday is the only time we can record it, and we can't. And because we're doing it in a pub and we need to do it before it opens, it's not going to be a time where we can just broadcast it at the same time. So that's not going to be on next week, but we are going to broadcast the recorded one the following week. So that will be the 29th of September, which is the day before my birthday. So maybe we'll have to do on Wednesday. Maybe on Wednesday we'll have to pretend it's my birthday. Because
birthday drinks. Yeah.
What a great that. Well, there you go. That's 2/3 of the podcast sorted, isn't it?
There you go.
Pretending it's my birthday. So yeah, that's going to be in 2 weeks' time. And also, yes, it's going to be a recorded podcast. But because we're not doing a podcast, because we're not doing the podcast is not going to be broadcast next Wednesday, but we are going to be in Manchester having a few drinks. So if you are anywhere near Manchester, or you know anyone who's anywhere near Manchester, we're going to just be putting on TikTok Live and Instagram stories where we are. So come and join us. Come and have a drink with us. So there you go. Right. I think we're going to leave it there. I think we're going to leave it there now. Thanks everyone for joining us. Yes, thanks for coming along. Like I say, there's going to be no broadcast next week, but we're going to broadcast the one that we record next week, the week after. So next podcast. If you follow us on TikTok, then the quiz on Friday night is with Laurie Knox. So I need your help. Come and join the team. He's a very smart cookie. So you need to come along to that. Thanks everyone. Thanks for being on. Thanks Kelly. Thanks for joining us. You're welcome whenever you want to come along. This isn't just a podcast. This is our virtual pub. You're welcome to come and drink in our virtual pub whenever you like. So come along whenever you want.
I hope I didn't disappoint anyone that I wasn't bearded Baz.
Maybe only your husband. Anyway, on that bombshell, let's leave it there. Thanks everyone. See you again next week. Bye-bye.